And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And on the mound for the A's in this one, J.T. Ginn. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And one gone.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here is Nolan Schanuel. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
The count 2-1. And delivers outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one ripped. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here's Joe Adell. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
That one missed. Wade Meckler in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Wade Meckler. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball. 2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and today's starter, number 57.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Outside.
Just missed. Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. Kurtz aboard here at first with nobody out. Slides, but it gets by him. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. No outs, runners at first and second. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that'll load the bases.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Now it's going to be Jacob Wilson.
2-1.
That misses. 2-1. Bases juiced. No outs. That one's in there, and the count's even at 2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Fly ball down the line. Meckler on his way over. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. On the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him who pick up the rest of those runners on base.
Now the A's designated hitter, Jonah Heim. 2 on, 1 out. Gets the call. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Heim checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. And that's way high. Counts full, 3-2.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Got him swinging.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Hit in the air left field. And that ends the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We go on to inning number 2. It's the A's 1 and the Angels nothing. Second inning set to go. So in now for the Angels, number 23. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan Walton. Ball to strike. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
All 3.
And now it's filled up.
Full count.
1 out, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now it's Jose Siri. 2 outs, base is empty. They say it went.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a
That's
slider
a ball.
misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. McNeil. Angels retired. 1, 2, 3. Angels held in check. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Henry Bolt. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
2-1.
Just off the inside edge. And strike 2.
Full count.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Max Muncy up next for the A's.
Ball, that's
Just
too
missed.
low.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Jeff McNeil stands in. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So the batting order turns over, and now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The A's strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the catcher, Tyler Heineman. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Zach Neto. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Throws to first, 2 up, 2 down. Digging in, Nolan Shanuel. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively built. This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. It's a double.
Now batting, designated hitter, Vaughn.
And now it's going to be Vaughn Grissom. Man on second, 2 down. Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first. And that is the inning. Angels leave 1. They still trail 1-0.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. Next pitch is outside.
You know, these Athletics do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 1 away.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Foul ball there.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
The 2-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double. So runner at second, 2 down. Heim getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball. Back foot slider struck him out. So 1 hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. It's the A's 1 and the Angels nothing. And we're back. Start of the 4th. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Joe Adell. Next offering is downstairs.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs, can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that's outside.
3 balls, 1 strike. Full count.
Out there to center, and it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Wade Meckler. And that
3-1.
skips in the dirt. A's leading by a run. Check swing, and he went. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the third baseman. Towards first, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it as the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Big RBI for him right there. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
So up next, Donovan Walton. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Well, he's just given up
1
3
strike.
straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Here's a high chopper. On the run, throw to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Boog, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play, and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
2-2.
And the next pitch is way outside. Runners at first and second, and still nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And they add on. It's 5-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make Elvis Alvarado gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Next offering misses, and now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Soderstrom calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power. The 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Fastball for a strike. And there's a ball.
Full count.
On the ground right side, McNeil slings to first in time.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
First baseman,
Now at the plate, Nolan Shanuel. Two down, nobody on. Out to short. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But not before 5 cross the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Ready to go, bottom 4. Leading off, Lawrence Butler. Swinging a foul straight back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
So digging in, Henry Bolt. One down, base is empty.
No, that's a ball.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Slings to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 5-1. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Vaughn Grissom. And there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, Joe Adele.
And next for the Angels, Joe Adele. Swings and misses. Now 1-2. And that's outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one
Full
missed.
count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the
Now
inning.
batting, left fielder, Wade Meckler.
First and second, no outs. Wade Meckler digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. First and second, no outs, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. One run across, rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Slides his hand in there, save. It's 7-1.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Now the third baseman. Now a fly ball to right center. Bolt on the move to the gap. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, Donovan Walton.
Now it's the second baseman, Donovan Walton.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One away with a runner at third. In the air, left field. Wilson makes the play, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And next for L.A., Jose Siri. swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one back. And it one hops the wall. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like so a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, number 50.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Stepping in, Tyler Heineman. And right back to the mound. Over to first. He's out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 8 and the A's 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, number 52.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Jeff McNeil up next for the A's. The 2-1. And it's fouled away. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, first baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. The 1-1. Just missed.
You know, these A's finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Meckler settles under it. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Man at first, 1 away. Double play ball to second. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Angels 8 and the A's 1. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. And down on strikes. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mark Leiter Jr. appears to be getting loose. Harris, the lefty, warming up as well. Just missed. Outside. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4.
Now batting, Designated hitter.
So in now for the Angels, Vaughn Grissom. In the dirt, and a count 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Popped up. Kurtz under it. And makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
That's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. Shadowell, the runner at first with 2 gone. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Three and 2 now. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
So 2 on with 2 away. Wade Meckler, the next to hit for the Angels. The 1-1. And a foul ball. First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just missing there. Now 2 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And it remains 2 and 2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Soderstrom snags it, and that is that. So they strand a pair. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Angels 8 and the A's 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Tyler Soderstrom. Pitch misses, and a count is 3-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Brent Suter, the left-hander, up and throwing. (3-1) is on the way. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Right field, that's back there, that one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's 8-2.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
Jacob Wilson now at the plate. And that's way high, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man at first. Next up for the A's, Jonah Heim. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-2.
Nobody out, runner at first. That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. The A's get one on this homer. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan Walton. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right?
No.
That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Next for the Angels, center fielder Jose Siri.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the Angels are gone in order. They lead at 8-2. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Swings over the top of that one.
Good
ball,
late
2
sink
strikes.
on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And that's outside, and it's 2-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss,
2 balls,
and
2
now
strikes.
2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And they'll do it again. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Nick.
2 down, base is empty. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Nick Kurtz. Pitch
Ball.
misses, and a count now even up.
2-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. A's go quickly and quietly there, and it's still 8-2. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Angels catcher, Tyler Heineman. Swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball
1-2.
by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Heineman gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Into center. McNeil on his horse. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And now 2 aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And here is Vaughn Grissom. Two on, 1 out. On the ground to the
That's
left.
foul.
And it goes just foul. Ground ball, could be 2.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's now 10-2.
We don't see this a whole lot.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Hogan Harris.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, 1 out. Wade Meckler, the next to hit. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in. Save! In comes the run from second. And it's 11-2.
That's 3 singles in a row. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now, number 23. And that is out of play.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Donovan Walton, the next to hit for the Angels. Two outs. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting.
Now batting.
And next for the Angels, Jose Siri. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's in the dirt.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they...
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 12 and the A's 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Shea Langoliers. 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, they didn't get the call on the mound. The pitch...
Now the Angels manager. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ryan Zefferjohn. He's into the game with the bases empty. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. He's out. 2 up, 2 down.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Check swing, but he went too far. 1-2.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Here's a 1-2. Just misses with that one. Action in the Angels bullpen. Brent Suter, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Bachman, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss at 100. No chance. And the A's are gone in order. It's 12-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Tyler Heineman. Caught him looking for the K.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he's gone for the 4th time tonight. So 2 down now, and here is Nolan Shotwell. Way out front for strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings and misses, and he strikes out the side in the 9th. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they're still way out in front, 12-2. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Now the A's designated hitter, Jonah Heim.
Inside.
Swings through that.
2-2.
The next
Full
offering
count.
misses. Full count now. That one
Ball
misses.
4. Take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Look out!
Time.
And it hit him.
Take first.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And now the center fielder, Henry Bolt. 2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. First and second here, no outs.
Ball 3.
That was
Full count.
absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a ball line to center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
2 on with 1 out. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. Misses the sweeper.
Sometimes being
One
lucky
ball, 2
is a
strikes.
swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
1-2 now. And that one
2-2.
upstairs. And that's a strikeout looking. And they're down to their last out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
The Athletics down to their last out. And now here's Jeff McNeil. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. 1 run is in. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
And your final, 12-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed